Welcome back, friends, to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. And if you recall from the last episode, we left off with this, the Hinata Moon MK1 base game car meant to look like the Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is a story order car, and as you can see, we have the engine pretty well torn down. Now, as I said, I would purchase all the parts between episodes so that in this one we could hop right into reassembling, and that is what we shall do. Even though there's another rubber bushing here that needs to be replaced. We'll put the new camshaft where it belongs. Put the new spark plugs in where they needed to go. It'll be much easier to get these spark plugs in before the valve cover goes on the car. And now it's just a matter of reassembling the motor. It will be a time-consuming process until we get leveled up enough to get our speed all the way built up when it comes to screwing and unscrewing bolts. But that only comes with time and levels. Once again, we'll put the new coils where they needed to go. Oh, wait a minute. Did we need 3 coils? No. Just for some reason, that 13% one popped up rather than the 70%. Now we come down here with the camera, and it's a lot easier to get our fuel injectors in. I did download a new mod for this. It's a car mod. It is the new Volkswagen Golf 8R. From what I understand, it only becomes available to work on after reaching level 30. But it is available at the auctions as well as the auto salon. We won't bother with it from the auto salon because the car will be too expensive. just frankly don't have the money at just under $8,500. We do have a story order car coming up that I do want to start buying parts for, but that's going to be a slow process. The car I am referring to in-game is called the Ribson Starline. It is a base game car modeled after the Nissan Skyline R34. And part of the task with that is literally replacing every body part on the car. Go here, click on the crankshaft, switch back, and now we'll start assembling the bottom end of the motor. Putting the crankshaft bearing caps in first. Which this would generally be done with the engine on a stand and the whole block turned upside down. Okay, we are getting there on the reassembly. I do need to take a moment and swap over disassemble so we can pull this rubber bushing out. And let's have a quick check. Still says we have a bunch of parts not discovered. And actually, while we're still in disassemble mode, this drive shaft's got to come back out. Because this bearing has got to come out. As well as on the other side. So let's hop in here real quick. Come to car parts, rubber bushing, and 2 wheel hub bearings. Throw the new front sway bar on. We are going to have a little bit of a visual look before we take this out to the test track. I am thinking that some of what we need to do still pertains to the rubber bushings. Yeah, because here we have another one. So we'll go ahead and pop that one out. And then we'll have a look at this one. That one needs to come out. There could be more rubber bushings, maybe in the lower A arms. I see two more right here, and two more over there. We got to replace the rear sway bar as well. So I'm guessing somewhere within this rear suspension is going to be two more sway bar, or either two more rubber bushings, or nope, that doesn't need to be replaced. Those bushings look good. That bushing looks good. Alright, rear sway bar. Grab four more of those. Trying to have a look, but I can't see it. Thought maybe the wheel hub bearing in the back. Oh yeah, it is rubber bushings. It's these two right here. And we just leveled up. So we'll replace these last two bushings. And with that, the main part of this job is done. Now we just have to refill the engine coolant and the oil. And with that, as you can see, this job is done. It's going to pay us $4,600. I will be back with you guys as soon as the next car is in the shop. Okay, and we are back. We went up a level while we were working on that last car. And for that level, we're going to go ahead and increase our screwing and unscrewing speed. And then we might as well use our last available skill point for repair. And then, as you can see, we have a Dodge Challenger Hellcat in the bay. This needs timing stuff done, and it has 2 running gear problems. So what we're going to do to figure out what the running gear needs is we're going to take this to the test track, and I will pause while it loads. Oh, it's not going to let us. It says the car cannot be started. So we will have to get the timing issues straightened out before we can test it. And from what I'm seeing, it's going to need a water pump. It's going to need a belt tensioner. It'll probably need some ignition coils. Well, we found one of the suspension problems. Okay, so we'll go to normal mode. We'll pop our hood. Come back in here, testing tools. I can already see that the fuel pump is in good condition. Well, that's a good sign. There's no real damage internally on the engine. So it looks like really the only thing holding us from starting this car is the timing related issues. So we're going to get started on getting that taken apart. Water pump is going to need to be done. This water pump pulley is going to need to be changed. Now, I don't know how far apart this engine is going to have to come. We may not have time to actually fully pull this motor apart, but we will get as far as we can. Okay, so looks good. I'm not going to have to go too far into pulling this apart. So we'll come in here, belt tensioner, water pump pulley, cam gear, and timing chain. And we'll start getting this thing back together. Okay, let's take a quick look. Timing is all done. We're going to go ahead and get this filled. And now we are going to take it to the test track and I will see you when we get to the test track. Okay, and here we are at the test track. This game is not known for its driving dynamics, so please excuse me if I do not keep the car straight. Okay, and we're back. That was a quick look at the test track. All it told me is that there was a rubber bushing that needed to be replaced. And by simply highlighting it, we have found the bushing. So we will go ahead and add that to our inventory. And then we have to get this side broke down because we got to change out this front hub. Come in here, buy the two parts real quick, switch back to assembly mode. And with that, the car is done. We get a total payout of 1,080 credits. We'll go ahead and put it down on the ground. We will eventually be getting rid of that bus, but it is going to cost us 10 grand. And right now we don't have the money. With that, I am going to end this video here. And once again, as I always ask, if you enjoyed what you've seen, please hit that like button, subscribe if you are not subscribed, comment, share, and help my small channel out. Thank you all. Have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are, whenever you may be watching this.